What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some news, alright? We've got actually some massive news for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield in terms of the new Mythical, as you guys may know. A few weeks ago, we got the announcement from, the Pokemon company that they were going to be revealing a brand new Mythical for Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as also that's going to be included in the new Pokemon movie, was going to be revealed on the, I think, let me remember correctly now, on 28th of February, yes, on the Pokemon Day, right? So Pokemon Day is on 28th of February, and we're going to reveal it on that day, right? And probably even more stuff's going to be revealed on that day. They announced that it's going to be several reveals for other stuff as well. So we know that's happening at that time, as well as also, on top of that, we know that Pokemon Home's coming this month, but we have an update for all of this, right? We have an update for Pokemon Home, we have an update for, we have an update Pokemon Home, we have an update for specifically the new mythical Pokemon, right? And a few other things as well. So I thought we'd go through that and just see what it's all about. If you guys do enjoy the video, drop a like down below as per usual, and let's get into the juicy content. So I'm going to start off here from Cerebi, of course, who basically posted about this moments ago, as well as a few updates on Twitter, which we'll take a look at and go one by one, and I'll explain things thoroughly. If you want to just look into it on your own, you can always do that, but either way, let's get started. So first things first, a couple of weeks ago, it was confirmed that a new mythical Pokemon was to be revealed on Pokemon Day, and that is true, that's still happening. Today, it was confirmed that a silhouette, which you guys know probably what a silhouette is, of that mythical Pokemon, is to be unveiled within this month's issue of Corocoro, due for release on February 15th, 2020, alongside the latest information for the movie Pokemon the movie Kyoko. Now, that is basically 5 days from now. So 5 days from now, in the next issue of Corocoro, they're going to reveal a silhouette of this brand new mythical Pokemon. A silhouette's going to be revealed, and we're going to see kind of the outline of what it's going to look like. And of course, we're going to start seeing probably a lot of people start making, their own drawings within that silhouette to try to figure out what it is. But we're going to be getting a silhouette for what that Pokemon is, and I do like that. I do like these little hints and stuff that they drop, and yeah, it's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm a big fan of it. So that's going to be sick. But yeah, so we're going to be getting the full thing revealed in about 18 days, give or take, like 18 days or so. We're going to be getting everything revealed to us anyways, like 18 to 17 days, give or take. I mean, if we don't count today, we're going to be getting most of the stuff revealed to us by that point, right? Like a lot of the things, will already be shown, but it's still kind of fun to speculate, and it's been an interesting period for Pokemon information. So first things first, what is Corocoro? Some of you may not realize what they're talking about here, because you might read it and you might read it was confirmed that a silhouette of the mythical Pokemon is to be unveiled within this month's issue of Corocoro, and you might be asking, well, what is Corocoro, and how can I know that that's going to be relevant? Well, for those who do not know, Corocoro is a Japanese only magazine, which features basically a lot of different things, video games for the most part, some anime in it, manga, etc. They feature it there. They kind of it's basically like another version of Shonen Jump. It's like not another version of Shonen Jump, but it's like kind of like Shonen Jump, right? Whereas Shonen Jump is mainly for manga, and anime and stuff, whereas this is more or less, for also video games and anime and manga. It's like a magazine, right? And it's for younger kids and that sort of stuff, and usually aimed for a boy audience, at least just Shonen Jump is, and I assume Shonen Shield's also Corocoro is also somewhat in that kind of realm, but that's the point I was trying to get across with that, is that for those who do not know, that's Corocoro basically. And the thing about this that you have to remember, though, is that this Pokemon is clearly going to be related to the movie, which I think they pointed out. This Pokemon's probably going to be showing up in the movie, which is called Coco, which is this new movie where we're seeing this new character, I guess Coco, who's in a jungle, and Ash is going to be there as well in this jungle, and this mythical Pokemon's going to have some sort of involvement with this story. And this is very reminiscent to an old rumor, which was a rumor for a video game, a Pokemon game, that was from a Italian leaker, or Italian rumor guy, which suggested some sort of thing with a jungle and a jungle boy of some sort, right? And that could be this Coco character. So I'm really curious as to how that's going to turn out, if that has any connection, if that is in any way or shape related to each other. I don't really know. I'm not really certain, but hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see where they go from that, with that from here on, forward. But for now, we know what's in front of us, we know what we're dealing with, and yeah, feels pretty solid. So next thing on the agenda is a Cerebi update, which we've already seen a second ago. So it's going to be revealed on, February 27th, so not the 28th. Basically, what they're saying here, the silhouette of the brand new mythical Pokemon to be seen in the the movie Coco will be in this month's issue of Corocoro, ahead of its reveal February 27th, 2020. So yeah, and you can see here, that's the character Coco. You got Ash, Pikachu, And of course, the movie is going to be about this jungle boy in some sense, right? It's going to have a lot to do with him. But there's also another update, which is actually pretty interesting to me, and I'm really wondering what this could mean. But apparently, there's been an update when it comes to Pokemon Home. So, Serby notes, the media sites have listed release of Pokemon Home for mid-February. The media sites that have listed release of Pokemon Home for mid-February have changed it to just February. The official Japanese site and FAQ still state early February. We're currently investigating further. So, this is really odd, right? So, the official site and FAQ still stated as early February, which would still be like in this time, right? By the time this silhouette comes out, you know, that would be early, that would be like mid-early kind of February, like always like, you know, at that point it's really mid-February, right? We're kind of almost past like early February at this point. But they've changed it apparently, you know, on these media sites, they've changed Pokemon Home from, for mid-February have changed it to just February, which means like we could see a delay in Pokemon Home's release, which I don't understand how the hell you could end up delaying it unless there's a purpose in it that's more monetarily, viable, which is to release it on Pokemon Day when there's more eyes on you and more hype on you, and that would bring in more like, more people that are likely to buy it. So, that could be the only way I could really see why you would want to push it back maybe, to fit with that, to come in with the hype and probably like, increase potential sales, because a lot of people don't even know about this. A lot of people buy now will either finish the games or just not bother with it, just moved on to the next thing, right? So it could be like, this could really work in a lot of different manners. I don't really know, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out and how that goes. So I'm really curious as to what you guys think about that. Like, do you think this movement of Pokemon Home, like, over to a different, like, not a different date, but like this kind of like uncertainty on when in February it's dropping, could that be a bad indication for like maybe they aren't prepared to release it, or maybe they weren't like, maybe they're just been rushing it to get it out there, or like what's the case? Like, it's either that or this is a move to increase potential sales of it and increase potential profits from it and just stuff in that realm, right? Just increase the potential for it to make more money and sell more and etc., right? So the question really is, which one of them is it, right? Like, which one of those is it? So I'm really curious as to what you guys think about this. And as for the mythical Pokemon itself, right? That's, I guess, the last point I want to go into here. The mythical Pokemon itself. I'm really curious as to what kind of Pokemon we're going to be looking at, because, what really annoyed me about Sword and Shield in particular was the lack of legendaries and mythicals. Like, what really made, like, old Pokemon games so much fun was the exploration for these legendaries and mythicals. Like, when the mythicals actually had, like, events in the game, that was fun, right? It was fun rather than just getting these codes and stuff, like, just getting, oh, here's a QR code, there you go, there's your legendary, or there's your mythical, whatever. Like, what always made legendaries and stuff like that fun in the games was to explore and find them. So, what really annoyed me with Sword and Shield was we literally had, like, what, 3 legendaries? Like, Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus, and that's it, right? We had nothing else beyond that. Like, basically beyond that, we had nothing. Like, no legendaries whatsoever. And that really just made, like, the game feel a lot more, like, flaccid almost. Like, it just felt, it made me feel more empty, right? Like, far more empty than any other Pokemon game. Like, just look at, like, Sun and Moon in comparison. Like, what do we have there? Like, we had, Solgaleo Lunala, then we had, like, Necrozma, we had the Tapus, right? We had eventually Marshadow, and then Zeraora in a different, Ultra and Ultra Moon. Like, at least those, like, there was some more stuff there. This has been kind of empty, so I'm hoping that this mythical is going to be part of the, inside of both the DLCs at least, to make those DLCs even more poppin' if they're going to, have content within them. Let's make that content more, like, actually worthwhile, if in a sense, if that makes any sense to you guys. But like, I really hope that's the case. However, though, again, I'm not sure. I don't know what they're gonna do, what they will decide. And as for the movie itself, I've seen the trailer. I was really confused initially when I saw the first one, which was the hint towards it. Like, it just, I don't know, I really couldn't figure out what it was all about. And a lot of people are actually suggesting something to do with not Celebi, Celebi. So people think Celebi's going to be involved in this. Now, why? Because apparently, like, there's like I think the GS ball is involved. I think so, at least. I'm not really sure. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Pokemon, the movie, Coco, GS ball. I think the GS ball was in the trailer. I'm not really sure, but I think we saw it in there. So a lot of people are like speculating that we might see, like, the GS ball show up, or at least, like, since we're in the jungle, maybe the GS ball will show up because it's like in a similar area. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like in a very similar like space. It has like a similar kind of thing to it that we had from a previous thing, which is like right here. So let me show you these 2 images, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because these 2 could be related. So again, I don't know, but apparently this image right here is from Coco. It's from It's from the what's it called again? That Japanese show, Ohasuda. So it's Ohasuda here, and like this is from Coco, I guess, and this is from like an older Pokemon movie, the Celebi movie, actually. As you guys can see, a character down here, like, you know, hugging Celebi, and then here you can see that kind of same area, essentially, right? The same spot showing up, right? Which would imply that there's a Celebi connection here, which means, who knows, maybe we'll see like an evolution for Celebi, or like some sort of different form of Celebi. Maybe that's the new Mythical. Maybe it's like some new sort of Celebi, or a Pokemon that comes from the same kind of like family that Celebi's within, like in terms of like, you know, evolutionary, like, you know, kind of like connections and that sort of stuff, or like some new form of, like, something like that. I feel like is pretty possible. So ladies and gentlemen, that's basically all we had to say today, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Have yourselves a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.